USA Football's Levels of Contact is a teaching tool we use to not only increase player confidence and teach skills, but manipulate the intensity of practice so you can better control the amount of contact your players have and hopefully help reduce injuries. Levels of Contact accomplishes three key things. First, it improves player confidence. Putting a player in a situation they're not ready for can hurt their success. Players succeed most when they have quality repetitions. They're able to do the skill well. This leads to improved confidence and more excitement about the upcoming drills. Secondly, Levels of Contact gives you a pyramid approach to teaching the skills. You can introduce the drill versus air, progress to bags, finally you'll move to player-on-player contact. Even player-on-player contact has different levels of intensity. This gives you a chance to make sure your players have mastered the technique. If a player can't execute a drill versus a bag well, chances of him doing it against another competitive opponent aren't great. This means he's not ready to move on. His skill development is only at the bag stage. Thirdly, Levels of Contact is great for helping you manipulate your total daily and weekly practice volume. You can't run kids live scrimmage every day, all practice. This will not only wear them down physically, but also wear them down mentally. They won't be as excited for contact. These three things are what makes Levels of Contact such an important teaching tool. You can control the things you need within your practice. This tool is essential for program planning and keeping your young players healthy and safe. To start Levels of Contact, we use air. Air means players executing a skill versus zero resistance, no opposition. After we've mastered a technique versus air, we move to bags. Bags gives our young players a soft contact surface. This will help improve their confidence and allow them to work on their skills without having fear of running into another player. The next level is control. Control means there will be player-to-player contact, but we're predetermining a winner. In a defensive drill, we'll call it defensive control, meaning we tell our offensive players we want our defensive player to win the contact so he can better perfect his skill. Because we're telling him to give himself up and let our defensive player win, we tell our defensive player, do not take the offensive player to ground. This is a level of contact where all players should stay on their feet. Now we'll demonstrate a tackle drill at control pace. Straight on tackle, control pace, defense wins. Ready, go! The next level we progress to is thud. After players have mastered their skill versus a teammate who's letting them win, we'll move to a competitive environment. Thud tempo is competitive speed with no predetermined winner. The difference between that and game situations is we're making sure all contact is above the waist and we're keeping players on their feet. Coaches will need to use a quick whistle or quick command to stop the drill before players go to ground. Here we'll demonstrate a finished tackle at thud tempo, not going to ground. Hit position defense, offense sync, right? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Show me some effort. Show me some effort. Ready, hit! Good, good, good. Finish. And done. Good feet, boys. Good fight. Now, even though we're not going to ground, thud tempo is a competitive pace and there are collisions occurring. Make sure throughout the course of your practice week, you limit the amount of thud work you use. Especially as you get closer to games, you want to pull back to control, let the offense or defense win so they have some success preparing for the game, and reduce the total number of impacts your players take. The final and most advanced level of contact is live work or scrimmage work. This is the only time players should be allowed to go to ground both tackling and blocking. This will simulate game situations. We advise that you only use live tempo in team drills when you're trying to simulate game situations. When you're trying to teach skills during individual periods or trying to focus on specific things in small group work, using control or thud is a much better option. As you'll know the outcome, you'll control the pace, you'll control the collision. This will allow you to teach at tempos your players are ready for and help reduce injury by limiting the total number of contacts. We encourage all coaches to use levels of contact to create a better, safer game for your players.